In less than 10 years, many jobs, especially in offices, won't look the same. Some will disappear completely and others will be fully automated. But one thing that will always remain, parents will still need childcare. In today's video, I'll show you why building a physical, community-rooted business like a nursery might just be the smartest long-term move you can make, especially if you're ready to leave the 9 to 5 behind. But before we get into all of that, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel Open Nursery with myself, Kurt Liania. I'm the founder of Open Nursery UK, where I help people across the country build successful nurseries and family-first businesses. I have noticed something big. More and more professionals from tech, marketing, finance are leaving traditional careers to create something real, fulfilling and future-proof. In this video, I'll break down why community-based businesses like nurseries are becoming strong bets for the future, how they can grow into generational assets, and how you can get started even if you have no background in childcare. So let's get into it. Let's be honest, AI isn't just a buzzword anymore. In the past 12 months alone, we've seen AI tools replacing customer service roles, digital marketing assistants, data processors, and legal researchers, even parts of software development. We've reached a point where tools like ChatGPT can draft marketing copy, run reports, and schedule workflows. It's great for efficiency, but not great for job security. I've spoken to people who work in industries where roles are already being restructured or removed entirely. Entire departments in finance and tech are shrinking, and smart people are asking, what's next? Because when you look ahead 5 or 10 years, it's clear the roles that survive will either work with AI or be based in industries that can't be replaced by it. And that's where childcare comes in. A child doesn't want to be looked after by a chatbot. No app can build a bond with a 3-year-old, or spot a safeguarding concern, or respond to emotional needs with a hug or a smile. Parents will always want human care. Real world businesses that support real people will always matter. Nurseries are future-proof because they're people-powered. Now, you might think running a nursery sounds like a full-time job, and yes, it could potentially be at the beginning. You'll be very hands-on, but here's the part many people don't realize. A well-run nursery is not just a job, it's a business asset. Let me explain this. When you open a nursery, you're building a property-based, income-generating, staff-led enterprise. You don't have to be there full-time. Many of my clients build a strong team, hire a qualified manager, and step back from day-to-day duties. In fact, several of them now have multiple settings. They started small with one nursery, maybe 40-50 places, and they filled their spaces, built a waiting list, hired good staff, and when the time was right, then they opened a second nursery. And here's the difference between this and a typical side hustle. A nursery can scale. It has monthly recurring income, it serves your local community, and it becomes a tangible asset. You can pass it down, sell it, or grow it into a mini chain. It's one of the few businesses that give you income and long-term value. And compared to volatile investments or AI-dependent industries, owning a nursery feels solid. Now let me tell you about Sam. Sam had a full-time job working as a senior UX designer. His company began integrating more and more automation. Reports that used to take days to prepare were now being run in seconds. AI tools were being tested for data cleaning, forecasting, and even decision making. Sam saw colleagues be made redundant, and he realized that his skills, whilst incredibly valuable, were slowly becoming replaceable. Rather than waiting to be pushed, Sam decided to make a change. He started thinking about what couldn't be replaced, what will still be needed in 10, 20 and even 30 years from now. That's when he found my YouTube channel. He watched a few videos, downloaded the guide, and before long he was enrolled on an Open Nursery course, learning the business model, the legal process and funding systems. Sam had no childcare background, but he had a drive, vision and a plan. And after completing the course, he booked a consultation and joined the complete mentorship package, which gave him full support step by step. We've been working together finding a suitable building, creating his business plan, designing his branding and ethos, working through the Ofsted registration prep, and supporting recruitment and preparing for his launch. We're working together step by step, from researching his local market to choosing the right location and preparing for Ofsted. And the biggest reward that he said is not the financial. He said he's getting so much joy preparing to look after children. He's learned so much about himself and about his own childhood. And that's the power of choosing a business that outlasts the 9 to 5. Now, this is probably the main thing that people ask me that don't come from a childcare background. They say, but I have no childcare experience. Can I still open a nursery? And the answer is a confident yes, because here's what most people don't realise. You don't need to be the person in the room with the children. You're not applying to be a nursery practitioner. You're building a business that hires a nursery practitioner. Your job as the owner is to set the vision, create the systems, and build a team that delivers exceptional care. Let me give you some more real life examples. Cameron came from a logistics background, nothing to do with childcare, but he had a vision. He joined the complete mentorship package, and together we created a roadmap tailored to him. We built the branding, chose a location with strong demand, and got him through Ofsted registration, and structured his operations so he could step back over time. Today, Cameron's nursery is thriving and is already planning to franchise. Or take Shanaz, who didn't even book a consultation with me. She simply signed up to the Open a Nursery course, followed every single module, downloaded the templates, and prepared on her own time. She passed her Ofsted registration first time. Her nursery is open and she's growing her presence. And she's done it all without ever needing to meet me one-to-one. These stories are important because they show what's really required. You don't need a teaching degree. You don't need years in childcare. You need a willingness to learn, a commitment to follow the process, and the right support. With that, you can build a nursery you're proud of. Now, you might be thinking, okay, I get the vision, but I don't know where to start. Well, here's the good news. You don't have to figure this all out by yourself. That's exactly why I created 2 key support systems based on what real people need at different stages. Firstly is the Open Nursery course. This is perfect if you want a step-by-step plan you can follow at your own pace. You'll get templates to help you write your business plan, a guide to finding and preparing a suitable building, Ofsted registration prep so you know exactly what to expect, and tips to attract staff and attract and retain parents. It's all based on real-world experiences designed to help you save time, money, and stress. And if you want more hands-on support, the complete mentorship package is for people who want to go further. That's where you get personalized feedback on your plans, all the documents and policies needed to open, one-to-one sessions with me, building walkthroughs, unlimited guidance on strategy, setup and systems, and ongoing support as you launch and grow. These programs have helped clients get their properties approved, navigate tricky council and Ofsted processes, pass their inspections first time, and launch fully booked settings with confidence. So if you're serious about building a real business, not just a hobby or side hustle, this is the path that works. And look, if you ever had that moment where you thought, I want more control over my time, I want to build something that matters, I don't want to wake up one day and find out my job's been replaced by a machine, then this path is worth considering. Nurseries are AI proof, backed by government investment, with funding expanding for 2-year-olds and even babies from 9 months. They're rooted in the local community, and they're emotionally fulfilling because you're supporting children and families in a real, visible way. Yes, it takes effort. You'll need to plan, learn, and make bold moves, but the payoff: freedom from the 9 to 5, recurring income that grows with your business, and a legacy that you can be proud of, something that lasts beyond trends, technology, or economic shifts. You don't have to be a childcare expert, you just need to take that first step and get the right support behind you. So if you're thinking of leaving the 9 to 5, if you want to build something that actually lasts, click the link in the description to explore the Open Nursery course, or book a chat with me if you want to go further and make it happen faster. Don't wait for that change to happen to you. Take control of what comes next. And if you're curious about the money side of things, check out the videos on the screen now where I talk about how much money a nursery can really make. It might surprise you. But wherever you head off to next, I wish you all the best. Thank you for watching. God bless.